With the loss of a pop culture icon this week, Pee-wee Herman, we are reminded about a grand friendship based right here in Nashville, one you may find to be unexpected.
But our Forrest Sanders found it all makes sense.
Contributor for Rolling Stone magazine, Stephen L. Betts, came by his country music expertise through the story of his mother. Kay Betts Von Snyder was a costumer to icons, including her creation of thousands of hats for family friend Sarah Cannon, known as, howdy, Minnie Pearl.
At any given time, there would be as many as 500 hats in the house.
In 1992, Stephen's mother took a call to work on a tribute to Sarah to be taped at the Opry. The show was to be called Hats Off to Minnie.
They just said there will be 100 celebrities and we want all of them to wear a hat.
And among them, Stephen's mother was making a Minnie hat for someone you might not expect at the Opry.
And I said, oh my gosh, Pee-wee Herman, he's one of my favorites. He's great.
Roy Acuff is there. There's Roy Clark.
Famed photographer Alan Messer was at the Opry that night, capturing moments with the stars, including Pee-wee Herman actor Paul Reubens.
I was a huge Pee-wee Herman fan. I took a picture of him, and indeed, it's totally in character. It's not a picture of Paul Reubens at home being Paul. It's Pee-wee Herman.
He developed his comedy in the Los Angeles Groundlings troupe. She is a Centerville native who arrived at fame through her Grand Ole Opry performances. Different paths, but when they met at a comic relief benefit in 1986, it was an immediate friendship based on mutual respect.
They created alter egos.
Alter egos that were household names.
They both developed catchphrases and iconography. Her with the hat with the price tag hanging down, him with the gray suit and little red bow tie.
Paul said that he was meeting with a good friend of his in Nashville.
Musician Warren Montgomery remembers a day many years ago when longtime friend Paul invited him to grab a bite at a Nashville Shoney's. Paul didn't tell Warren who else was going to be there.
I was just staring. I was trying not to stare. She hugged me. I thought to myself, I'm hugging Minnie Pearl. Yeah.
Warren spent the next 3.5 hours in a corner booth of Shoney's with the creative minds behind Minnie Pearl and Pee-wee Herman.
They were just sitting there together, so giddy. They would tell little jokes and they would whisper to each other, then they would laugh. That was one of the highlights of my life.
I'm glad he was in the world, and I'm sorry that he's gone from this world.
Sarah died in 1996. Now, with Paul's death, there are so many who remember them both as funny people who brought joy.
I just want you to know, Minnie, I'd do anything for you. I wouldn't trade how much I love you for anything in the world.
He was funny and caring, and she was very much the same.
I'm Forrest Sanders, News Channel 5.